Okay guys, welcome back. We're doing the very last section of my makeup collection, and that is makeup brushes. So here's what I keep my makeup brushes in. It says eyes, lips, and face, but that's not necessarily how I organize them. I organize them by small brushes, miscellaneous brushes, and then face brushes. So let's go through them. First up, we have the eye brushes. Okay, so let's go through these brushes. I have 9 in this category. Start out with one of my favorite brushes. This is the number 212 Essential Concealer Brush, and most of my brushes are from the It Brushes for Ulta collection. So this is what this brush looks like. This is what the top of it looks like. Just a nice flat concealer brush. I use this for eyeshadow primer, and I have 2 of them because these get dirty very quickly with my eyeshadow primer, so I like to have 2. Next up is ones I actually use for concealer. So this is an airbrush blurring concealer brush. This is number 103. This is what this looks like. It's a really nice concealer brush, and I like to use this for under my eyes, the concealer under my eyes, and it does a great job at that. This one is the airbrush concealer, doesn't have a number, but it was from a collection, like a little kit. A lot of these are from kits. This is what this one looks like. I use that for setting my eyeshadow primer. If I'm going to do that, I use that brush, and it works very well for that purpose. I also like to use it to fix the sides of my eyes. So that's a really nice brush for that. My 2 favorite eye brushes are actually from one of the cheapest sets I got from the It brushes. This top one is the all over shadow / smudger brush. The bottom one is a crease / concealer brush, but I don't use them really that way. I use this for the crease, of course, and then I use the bottom one for like inner corner highlights usually. I usually use this one for that. And then I use this one just for applying shadow on the lid usually, or blending. And then I do use the smudger brush the correct way, but this is just a little, I don't know if you, how am I going to do that? There you go. This is just a little double-ended brush. This one as well, just nice little double-ended brushes. I use those the most out of all of my eye brushes. I use them a lot with my eyeshadow sticks. And then I have 3 other brushes. These are from another kit. The first one is this Effortless Crease Brush. I use this more for my eyeshadow palettes. And then I have this Absolute Shadow Brush. I use that again for eyeshadow palettes. And then this one is a concealer brush. It's a smoothing concealer brush, but I use it to pack shadows on the lid, or like pack them when I'm wearing a glitter primer. I like to use this to pack that onto the lid. So that's a really nice brush. Next, let's move into my miscellaneous brushes. These are in the lip section. There are 4 of these. So the first one is an actual lip brush. This is from Tarte. This is a little double-ended lip brush. This one pops off. And then it has, that's a little much wider. And then it has this little pointed, smaller brush. So this is that one. Nice and pointed. It pops in and out. This just pops off. It's a very nice lip brush. There's not really much to say about it. I think it's a nice lip brush. I have 2 brow brushes. This one is a flawless liner / brow brush, and I use it for that. It's just a nice little brush. It has a spoolie, a nice little angled liner. It's a nice brush. It's really nice. I got that in a kit as well. And this one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the little tool that goes with the brow freeze. It has this flat spatula end that you can use for lots of different things. And then it has a spoolie. And it's a really nice little tool. I highly recommend that. And then I have my Patrick Ta 4 face brush. And It's just separate because I don't want it to get messed up. It seems like a more delicate brush, so I keep it in the middle compartment so it's not mixed in with all my face brushes. But if you're going to try the Patrick Ta foundation, I highly recommend getting this brush because I think it just works beautifully with the product. Yeah, I really, really like it. I think it's a good brush in general. It's a little pricey, but again, if you want to get that foundation, I do recommend getting the brush. The next section is eye brushes, or not eye brushes, face brushes, which I have a lot of. This looks like a bouquet. I have like a bouquet full of eye brushes, or face brushes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start with concealer. So this is technically a foundation brush, but I use it for concealer. This is a seamless foundation brush that I got from one of the kits, but I use it for concealer, and I love it. I think it works perfectly for that purpose. I have two foundation brushes for my powder foundations. I have the Airbrush Buffing Foundation number 110 brush. This brush is incredible. I used this today to do my powder foundation. It's such a good brush. It has this really nice flat head, and it's just like a really good brush. Then I have another brush. This is the number 206 Buffing Mineral Powder Brush. Again, very good for powder foundation. They both are very good. It has more of a round head, but both of them are very, very good. When one's dirty, I use the other one, and then I just rotate back and forth. I just got this brush. This is the Refi Face Duo brush. And I got this to use with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. That is a mouthful. But I got this to use with that because it's hard to find stippling brushes now. And I had heard good things about this. This has a stippling brush end, and then this little denser end. And I'll let you know how it goes. I haven't actually got to use it yet because I don't have my product. But it feels like a really nice brush. Did I show you that really good? No. This is the stippling end. And then it has this little tiny end. This one is much rougher feeling. It was really painful when I tried it on my face at first. Now it feels a lot better. Next up, this brush is an Airbrush OMG foundation brush. It's number 106. I use this with extra stuff that I'm putting on before my powder foundation. So I'll use it with a glowy face product, or I'll use it with my, oops, sorry, that shook the whole phone. I'll use it with my Dr. Jart Tiger Grass color correcting stuff. That's what I use this one for, and it works very well for that purpose, and it's a nice brush. Next up is powder. I have the Unstoppable Powder Brush, and this is just a nice brush. I again got it from a kit, but it's a nice powder brush. I like that it's a smaller brush too. Blush brushes. I have two blush brushes. I have the number 227 Flawless Blush Brush, and it's just this angled blush brush. It's really nice. It's the perfect size to get like my cheeks like the way I want. It's just really nice. I had 3 blush brushes before, a smaller version of this, a bigger version too, and I got rid of those because I was only using this one. And this is my favorite. It's a really nice blush brush. I highly recommend that one. Now for cream blushes, I have the LYS Stippling Blush Brush, and this brush is phenomenal. Phenomenal for cream products. Highly recommend it. It's a great brush. I bet it would be good for foundation as well. It's just a really nice brush for like stippling the product on. Fantastic brush. Contour brush. This is just a contour brush I got from a kit, and it is just an angled contour brush. This is the type of contour brush I like to use. I prefer to use one like this that kind of like hugs the cheek. This is what I prefer to use. Just gets in there nicely. Yeah, so that's this brush. It's a very nice brush. And the last brush is a highlight brush. I don't like fan brushes. I got this in the kit with the contour brush. I don't like fan brushes for highlighting. I prefer a brush like this for highlighting. And this does the trick. It's a nice brush, and I recommend it. But I got these all kind of, I recommend the It brushes. They're really nice brushes. So let's count all my brushes because I'm not sure how many I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I actually have 24 because I have this brush in here. This is my travel brush. This is my It Brushes powder travel brush. And it's just this tiny little baby powder brush that I love taking with me and using for touch-ups. So that's my brush collection. It's a little much, but I use every brush. I have a purpose for every brush. I can't see myself decluttering any of them, and I don't really see myself adding to this collection anytime soon. So that's it. This is my collection of brushes, and I love them all. It's a very curated collection of brushes. It's perfect for what I do my makeup with. It's just perfect. So you do not have to use a brush for what it says it's for. Most of my brushes are being used for different purposes. A lot of I'm using foundation brushes for concealer. I'm using like concealer brushes for like eyeshadow primer. Like, you can use your brushes for whatever you want. So yeah, that's everything. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and now we are officially done with my makeup collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want a more in-depth review of any of the brushes I can give you. I'm thinking about doing a in-depth review of the Refi brush when I get to use it, and especially of the Vanessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Powder Balm Powder. I don't know. When I get that, I can't wait to try it out. So that's everything. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, this is me. I'm back again. I forgot one brush. This is a newer brush to me, and I don't use it very often, but this is the Little Benefit blush brush. This is what this looks like. And you pop off the top, and you can adjust how you want to use it. So you can really densely pack it for like a highlight, or you can have it really loose and diffused for like a brush or a bronzer. I like to use it for bronzer. For like this one particular bronzer I have that's more shimmery, I like to use it on the cheeks for bronzer. So I technically have 25 brushes. So let me put that back in my little collection. So that's it. I just wanted to make sure that I hopped on here and told you about this last brush. So guys, I'm gonna go now. Bye.